tonight.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 84 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hale. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw. This is caught by Hearns. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Texans at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
97. Alert 3. Smash. Smash. Safety's creeping. Shift.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
32.
He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Red, yellow. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, it's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they...
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Mike, 55, right there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
They'll look to throw here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Ready, go.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell.
Still 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Gotta do better. Come on.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So the interception set him up. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
In motion left goes a tight end. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, it's 13-6. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you...
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Striker, 3-3.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll go again here with Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check. Mike 55, Mike 55.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
It's going to be a long day.
Check trouble, 38.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Drill, 52.
Watch 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Share.
Ultra.
You got tight right there.
Ready.
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
22 needle.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, he turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hale. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Set, go.
Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the...
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to 4. The drive summary that time, 5. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Check, strike. Ready, go.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A 1st throw for the backup, Wilson. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first. is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hale. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Back to throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hale. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Red, cycle. Ready, go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is complete. Finds his man, Hearns. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now the Texans down by 10. At time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 70 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from
Come on, set. Yellow, 43.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Ready, go.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Trouble, 38. Ready, go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll look to throw again. He finds Hearns left side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Cam Akers, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. There's the running back, Cam Akers.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught right side, it turns. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
45, wide.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Hearns. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
43. Hey, go Fury. Ready, go.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over. Well, the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. There's the running back, Cam Akers.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You know, in golf, they often talk...
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but it's brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. There's the running back, Cam.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Strike it, strike it.
Akers throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Kenny, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So the big return had him fired.
Ready, blue 32. Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ultra, ultra. Go.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go. 60 orange. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
C6.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. fielded just inside the 30. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now a run with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Kenny. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Flush to his right.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. That third down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll drop to throw. Hearns brings it in.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he'll be stopped at the 20. Short of the first down.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.